to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It's Jake Elliott, ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from the link. Hardman now to return it. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his third season as the Green Bay starter. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 1. Running is Jacobs. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
A gain of 1 yard. And a Packer first down.
From the gun, it's Love. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 49-yard line.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 3. They'll run the toss to Jacobs. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and they have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a big play for the special teams unit, Greg. They get the block and the score. A big swing that starts with getting to the kicker.
Yeah, exactly right, Mike. And anytime you draw up a successful punt block rush, it starts with identifying the breakdown of the protection unit. In this case, they found that weak link. They were able to exploit it. It leads not only to the block, but to the touchdown.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Nixon on the return. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get back to work. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Quickly to Dobbs. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd down at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
Here's Daniel Whelan now. And remember, his first was blocked. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL. First carry for Saquon Barkley. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
This is to Goddard on the screen. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Philadelphia.
So the athleticism of this tight end is pretty well documented, Mike. I mean, he can pick up yards after the catch. It's just such a rare trait for tight ends. So it's the size, it's the speed, it's the matchup problem. I mean, we got a glimpse of all of it right here.
Saquon Barkley on the carry. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd down at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
3rd down, they need 5. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's complete. Tight end got it. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
Hurts going to keep it on the option. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
brought down back
The
at
decision whether to
43-yard
keep
line.
the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That'll be taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. That is incomplete. Throw took him out of bounds, and it will be 3rd down.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Just what the punter's hoping to do. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. The Packers offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. Here's Love to throw. He'll get that complete to Dontavian Wicks. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
2nd down and 3. Back to throw is Love. That one caught. That's Matthew Golden. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On 2nd down, Love. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
In motion goes Dobbs. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over once again. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He finds Devontae Smith. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down.
1st and 10.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
One of the tight ends motions right. the middle with Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Ooh! Barkley's got the first down and more. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. Back hauled in at the 2. And he's in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. Here's Elliott for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles move out on top, 14-0.
14. Packers nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Hardman now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Packers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Quinyon Mitchell up to make the stop.
27-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
2 yards.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
3rd and 7. Now Love. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter. Looking to run away with this one before halftime. He's going to air this one out looking for Dotson. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
Out wide, here's Smith. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. It sets up third down.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
On third down, here's Hurts. Off-balance throw. It's complete. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
On play action, here's Hurts. He's got a tight end count to Tara to the left. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. That's his third catch of this first half, and it's good enough for a first down.
That's good.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it here with Saquon. The defense stringing them out. No gain back to the original line of scrimmage.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Hurts now on 3rd and 2. He'll try and get there on the ground.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
He was taken down.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Man in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That is caught by the tight end, Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles mistake themselves to a 21-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Nixon on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Adoree Jackson on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Brock. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. Now it's going to be third down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming up.
Fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Eagles offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start on the ground with Barkley, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I think the back just needs to be a little bit more decisive in the run game, and not everything is always going to be perfectly blocked, Mike. There's times where you just have to say, okay, let's get back past the line of scrimmage, pick up a couple yards, and just keep this ball going forward.
Once again, it's Barkley. Crazy. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line. They get 24 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. That's Goddard in motion. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That's caught left side by Goddard. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Third and 9. To throw is Hurts. Open man, A.J. Brown's got it. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
Give them 27, and it's 1st and goal.
Another Eagles.
So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. Here's Barkley. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line. And next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12. Man in motion is Brown. 2nd down throw for Hurts. He'll get this to Calcaterra. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
It's now 3rd and goal.
This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Good blocking, and he's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead.
Packers nothing.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Love to throw it on first down. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the 2nd quarter clock.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Throwing is Love. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half.
Brendan McManus
Very
to kick
one-sided
off for
first
Green Bay.
half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Whoa! He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now Hurts. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Timing and anticipation, those are the critical elements anytime you're throwing a ball outside of the numbers. If the quarterback waits too long, Mike, that receiver just gets closer and closer to the sideline and just makes what should have been a much easier throw and catch an incomplete pass.
And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Edger and Cooper, they're on the tackle.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third and 5. To throw is Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
Down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Fake the give, now it's Hurts. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. He's got it! What a connection! He's down inside the 5-yard line. Big-time play for Philly. 53 yards.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and being able to strike in bunches.
To the goal line and in. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is 2nd touchdown tonight. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. Scott, thanks. I bet you there's 2 different, very different, in fact, halftime speeches from the head coaches as we get set for half number 2. Here's Nixon on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Packers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. To throw is Love. Pass caught right side by Kraft.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 4. From the gun, it's Love. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
It's a gain of 6.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
The man in motion is Watson. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. He looks forward for maybe a yard. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle.
Down at the 39-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Here's Love. A quick slant, roped in by Watson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
To throw is Love. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That pass play good for 22. Good for a Green Bay first down. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Love out quickly to Dobbs. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a
2
couple.
yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Eagles' 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw is Love. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen, and they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Love. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. To the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds there. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd down at the 8-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal. Now Love. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Green Bay. Well, they get on the board. That pads the individual stats, makes mom and dad happy, but, Greg, we have seen stranger things. You never know.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing right now, Mike, aside from the scoreboard, oftentimes in the NFL, you learn more about your team in moments like this than you do when everything's going well. So I think this coach is paying real close attention to which one of his guys are going to continue to fight.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Packers will get just a bit closer.
35. Packers 7.
Hey, Scott, thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches, I would assume, by those head coaches. as we get set
Brendan
for half
McManus to
number
kick off
2.
for Green Bay.
On the return, it's Williams. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10.
The Eagles offense back onto the field for their next possession. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Well, he shows you the elusiveness getting out of one tackle, but not the other. Fortunate, really, to get back to the line of scrimmage on that play.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and third down coming up.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
15 yards through the air. First down, Philadelphia.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
Hurts delivers it quick to Brown, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Man in motion is Brown. That one not disguised too well. He'll get back to the line. That's it.
Taken down.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll try to run for it. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
That's good for an
They go with man coverage on the back end, and while everything's covered up nicely, there's nobody with eyes on the quarterback, so he ends up just using his legs, keeps the drive alive, and that heads-up play moves the chains on third down.
Hurts to the air on first down. A pass caught by Saquon. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 3 brings up second down at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Eagle.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Set to go now on first and 10. Fourth quarter starts, and it's a run for Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. A second effort, and he is in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown, Eagles.
We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Elliott on now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Eagles stretch things out even further.
42, Packers 7.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Nixon on the return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Packers offense ready to take over possession of the football. The RPO. This is Dobbs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun. It's Love. There's a short one blocked by Kraft. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Complete to Tucker.
A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Packers.
First down, Packers.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense get a little lackadaisical.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 8. Now Love. Work in the middle, that's Kraft. He's got it. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Third and a yard. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. He's to the 10. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. Defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a...
And he'll take it on in. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Packers. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He's got it, and the Packers cut into the lead a little bit.
42, Packers 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here is Shipley on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Had to push through that one tackler, but he is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
A run straight ahead with Barkley. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2. He'll try to run here with Barkley. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
The key to a good zone read offense is the timing, and in this case, it took a little bit longer to get going. By the time the back was given the ball, the defense was through. They're able to take them down on 3rd down for a big loss.
Here comes the Eagles punt team, and he's on to punt for just the 2nd time in this game. To return, it's Nixon. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Love. Toward the middle. That one caught by Watson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It is a big-time play for the Packers. And even 30 yards.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. 12 yards there, and a 1st down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of
13, pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another first down.
It's no secret this day has been a rough outing all around. So at this stage of the game, really no choice but to remain aggressive and just try to find something positive on a day where there's been a lot of negative.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Green Bay.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screenplays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help them at all.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Love. This one is caught by Reed. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Jaden Reed, touchdown Green Bay.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
His kick is good. Makes the score Eagles 42, Packers 21.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. They'll run. It's Barkley. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Hurts going to hold on to this one. The defense not biting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain.
You know, Mike, it's funny when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Saquon. Barkley's got the first down and more. And they'll Corey takes it inside the 15. 20-yard pickup there. Good for an Eagles first down.
At the 13-yard line.
Third down and short. You decide to hand the ball off. What you're really telling yourself is just pick up enough yards to reset these downs. But in this case, the back had a whole lot more in mind. He saw the crease, and he hit it, and it led to a big gain.
So it's a win here for the Eagles. They take care of business here at home. It's a game they were expected to win. They had no problems in the end as they cruise to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.